الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا وحبيبنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى من سار على نهجه واقتفى أثره إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد.
Shaykh started by praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and sending his salutations upon the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
يظن كثير من الناس أن الخير أن لا يقع الابتلاء، وقد يكون الخير كله في وقوع الابتلاء لا في عدمه.
Many people believe that the best thing is that they should not encounter any difficulties in their life, but sometimes encountering difficulties in your life, there is good in it.
أليس الله عز وجل يقول: وعسى أن تكرهوا شيئا وهو خير لكم، وعسى أن تحبوا شيئا وهو شر لكم، فجعل الله سبحانه وتعالى الخير في المكروه والشر في المحبوب.
As Allah has said in the Quran that maybe you hate something and it is good for you, and maybe you love something and it is bad for you. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said in this ayah in the Quran that sometimes things which you hate, sometimes there is good in it for you.
ولذلك الله عز وجل ختم الآية بتلك العبارة الجميلة، قال: والله يعلم وأنتم لا تعلمون. فأنتم لا تعلمون حكمة الله عز وجل في هذا الابتلاء أو في هذا المرض أو في هذه المصيبة التي وقعت عليكم.
And for this reason Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He ended the ayah with Allah knows and you do not know. So Allah ta'ala, He knows the wisdom when something bad happens to you, only He knows the wisdom in this ibtila, in this difficulty.
ولذلك الله عز وجل أيضا يقول في بداية سورة العنكبوت: ألف لام ميم أحسب الناس أن يتركوا أن يقولوا آمنا وهم لا يفتنون، أي لا يختبرون ولا يمتحنون.
And Allah has also said in the beginning of Surah Al-Ankabut that does man think that he will be left alone and he will not be tried, meaning he will not be tried with difficulty.
والحكمة من الابتلاء قال الله بعدها: فلا يعلمن الله الذين صدقوا ليعلم الله الصادق في إيمانه، الصادق في محبته لله عز وجل، الصادق في رضائه بقضاء الله وقدره. ولا يعلمن الكاذبين الأدعياء الذين يدعون الإيمان، فلا بد من هذا الادعاء من تمحيص ومن ابتلاء واختبار حتى يتبين الصادق من الكاذب.
And Allah has said in the end of this ayah that these tests are such that Allah knows those who are honest and sincere and those who are insincere. So these tests, they are a means of purification such that Allah, He knows who is sincere and who is insincere.
والابتلاء علامة خير وليست علامة شر، ولذلك ورد في الحديث: إن الله إذا أحب عبدا ابتلاه ليرى إيمانه، ليرى صبره. وأشد الناس بلاء الأنبياء، ثم الأمثل فالأمثل، أو ثم الذين يلونهم ثم الذين يلونهم، أي في الفضل والخير والصلاح.
Sheikh says he himself has forgotten what he said. I can't remember what the Sheikh said at the beginning, but whenever Allah he loves a servant, He tries him. And Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he also said that the people who are tested the most are the prophets, and then those who are the most similar to them. That some people, they believe that tests, they are a sign of evil. However, being tried is a sign of good.
ولذلك لن تجد نبيا من الأنبياء إلا وقد امتحن امتحانات شديدة.
And for this reason you will not find any of the prophets except that they were tried very, very severely.
ثم يأتي بعد الامتحان، بعد الصبر على الامتحانات والاختبارات، يأتي التمكين من الله سبحانه وتعالى.
And then if somebody is patient in the face of these trials, then after some time comes victory.
ولذلك ابن القيم عليه رحمة الله يقول كلمة جميلة.
And for this reason, the great scholar Ibn al-Qayyim, he said something very, very nice.
يقول إذا أطلع الله العباد على الغيب إذا أطلع الله العباد على الغيب
Al-Ibad. No, I don't know. If Allah, He showed the servants the unseen,
يعني لو كشف الله لك الغيب وترك لك حرية الاختيار في أن تختار الشيء الذي يصيبك أو يحدث لك.
If Allah, He uncovered the unseen such that you can choose what you wish,
يقول لاختاروا ما اختار الله.
that if you could see the reality of the matter, then you would have chosen that which Allah has chosen for you.
يعني لم يعدوا اختيارك اختيار الله لك.
That if you knew the reality of the matter, then you would have chosen from the things which will happen to you, that which Allah has chosen for you.
لأنك لن تجد أرحم من الله بك.
Because you will never find anyone who is more merciful to you than Allah.
ولن تجد أكرم من الله لك.
And you will not find anyone who treats you best or more noble towards you than Allah.
فابتلاؤه سبحانه وتعالى رحمة.
So the trials and tribulations from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they are a mercy.
والخير كله قد يكون في هذا الابتلاء.
And all the good could be in this trial and tribulation you are facing.
ولذلك يقولون أن المنح في طيات المحن. المنح
نعم.
يعني
منحة.
المنحة
نعم.
يقولون في طيات المحن.
نعم.
يعني ما تأتي
نعم.
منحة إلا بعد محن وابتلاءات.
نعم.
مثل الذي يأخذ الشهادة.
نعم.
بعد صبر وابتلاء.
Sheikh is saying that they say that the victory or the victory only comes after a series of trials. Like somebody who wants to get a certificate in a degree, for example, then he must endure various trials and difficulties before he actually gets this victory.
واقرأوا سورة يوسف.
Then read Surah Yusuf.
لتعلموا أن يوسف ما صار على خزائن الأرض إلا بعد تلك الامتحانات والاختبارات الكثيرة والمتعددة.
We know that Yusuf alayhi salam, he did not come to look after the treasures, become the finance minister until he went through a series of very difficult trials.
ولم يكن يخطر في بال يوسف عندما رمي في البئر وعندما وضع في السجن أن هذا طريقه للمجد والعلا.
And Yusuf never imagined that when he was thrown in the well or when he was thrown in prison, that this would eventually be the source of his victory.
ولذلك قال سيدنا يوسف في آخر السورة يقول وقد أحسن بي فجعل كل ما أصابه من إحسان الله إليه.
And for this reason, Yusuf alayhi salam said in the end of the story that Allah, He has been good to me, He has been kind to me, because all the forms of goodness, they arrive to him.
ثم قال إن ربي لطيف لما يشاء فجعل كل ما أصابه من لطف الله به.
And then he said at the end of the ayah that Allah Ta'ala, He is caring towards me, and He made everything which had happened to him as a source of goodness.
يقولون في اسم الله اللطيف هو الذي ينقلك من حال إلى حال.
They say regarding the name of Allah Al-Latif that it means the one who takes you from state to state.
ومن أمر إلى أمر.
And from condition to condition.
ومن شأن إلى شأن.
And from condition to condition.
من دون أن تشعر ما يراد بك.
من دون أن تشعر ما يراد. Even without knowing what ما يراد بك. What is happening to you.
ولا تدري ما الحكاية.
That you don't know what's happening.
ولذلك الإنسان يثق في تدبير الله له.
And for this reason, the person, he should trust in Allah's plan for him.
أما إذا وقع الابتلاء فأول شيء تعمله أن ترضى عن الله.
Whenever a difficulty happens in your life, the first thing you should do is you should be pleased with Allah.
ولا تسخط على الله.
And you should not be impatient or angry with Allah.
بل تصبر وتحتسب.
Rather, you should be patient and you should hope for the reward from Allah.
وتعلم أن لله حكمة في هذا الابتلاء.
And that you should know that there is wisdom from Allah in this difficulty you are facing.
وإن كنت لا تعلمها.
Even though you do not know what this wisdom is.
فأنت لا تحيط بحكمة الله.
Because you cannot fully understand the wisdom of Allah.
لكن ما في شيء يحدث في الكون إلا فيه حكمة.
Except that anything that happens in the whole universe, except that there is a wisdom.
ثم تحسن الظن بالله.
And then you should have good thoughts about Allah.
بمعنى تجعل في قلبك يقين.
Meaning that you should place in your heart certainty.
أن الله ما أراد بك إلا خيرا.
Meaning that you know that Allah only wants good for you.
وأن الله سيفارج لهمك.
And that Allah, He will take you out of your anxiety.
كاشف لغمك.
That He will remove your worry and stress.
وأن الله مجيب لدعائك.
And that Allah, He will respond to your supplication.
وأن الله سيشفيك.
And that Allah, He will cure you.
وأن الله سيعافيك.
And that Allah, He will look after you, give you good health.
وأن الله سيغنيك ويعطيك.
And Allah Ta'ala, He will make you sufficient what you have and help you.
لا بد أن يكون هذا هو المستقر في قلبك عن الله.
And this must be a belief which settles in your heart that this is from Allah.
وإياك أن تسيء الظن بالله.
And don't have bad thoughts about Allah.
مهما طال البلاء.
And however long the difficulty is, you should not have bad thoughts about Allah.
فإن العاقبة للمتقين.
Because the end and the victory is for the believers.
ويكفي أن يتذكر الإنسان إنما يوفى الصابرون أجرهم بغير حساب.
And it's sufficient that the believers should remember the ayah in the Quran that Allah will give those who are patient reward without any limit.
ويتذكر ولئن صبرتم لهو خير للصابرين.
And you should remember the ayah that if you are patient, then it is better for those who are patient.
فيطمئن ويستقر.
So he should be calm and he should be tranquil.
ولا يضطرب.
And he should not become nervous.
أيوة. ويتعلق قلبه بالله.
And he should connect his heart to Allah.
وليس بعباد الله.
And he should not place his heart in the hands of the servants of Allah.
لأنه لا يكشف الكرب إلا الله.
Because the only one that can remove the difficulty in your life is Allah.
ولا يعافي إلا الله.
And the only one who can care for you or cure you is Allah.
ولا يشفي إلا الله.
And Allah is the only one who cures.
فالطبيب يعالج ولكن لا يشفي.
However, the doctor, he treats, however he is not the one who cures.
والشيخ يقرأ ولكن لا يعافي.
And the sheikh, he may read Quran upon you, but he's not the one that can cure you.
فكله من عند الله.
You should know all of this is from Allah alone.
إذا نتعلق بالله سبحانه.
So we should connect our hearts to Allah.
نكثر من الدعاء.
We should increase in making dua.
واللجوء إلى الله.
And we should increase in turning to Allah.
وحسن الظن بالله.
And increase in having good thoughts about Allah.
التوكل على الله.
And we should increase in our dependence on Allah.
والاستعانة بالله.
And we should increase in seeking help from Allah.
ونكثر من الصدقة.
And we should increase in giving charity.
والعمل الصالح.
And in good deeds.
لعل الله أن يفرج كربتنا.
Hopefully, inshallah, Allah, He will remove us from our difficulty.
وأذكر كلمة لابن حجر العسقلاني عليه رحمة الله.
And I just remembered a statement of the scholar Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani rahimahullah.
في الحديث العظيم في الحديث القدسي.
In the hadith which is Qudsi, meaning it is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
أنا عند ظن عبدي بي.
That I am with the thought of my slave.
أنا من هو؟
When he says I am, who is I?
Allah.
It is of course Allah.
أنا عند ظن عبدي بي فليظن عبدي بي ما يشاء.
I am with the thought of my servant, so let the servant think of me as he wishes.
فإن ظن بي خيرا فله.
So if he had good thoughts about me, then this is for his benefit.
وإن ظن بي شرا فله.
So if he had bad thoughts about me, then this is against him.
يعلق ابن حجر عليه رحمة الله على هذا الحديث فيقول.
And Ibn Hajar, he said about this hadith.
قال فالله عز وجل يكون للعبد كما يظن فيه.
Now he said that Allah is to his servant in accordance with how the servant he thinks of his Lord.
يعني إن ظن المريض أن الله سيشفي فإن الله سيشفي.
So if the person who was sick, he strongly believed that Allah will cure him, then Allah will cure him.
والمراد بالظن هنا اليقين وليس الشك.
And the meaning of the word dhan in this statement means that if the person is certain that Allah will cure him, then Allah will cure him.
وإن ظن صاحب الحاجة أن الله سيقضي حاجته فإن الله سيقضيها.
So if the person who had a difficulty, he believed that Allah will solve his problem, then Allah will solve his problem.
هل رأيتم أكرم من الله؟
Have you seen anyone who is more merciful and noble than Allah, generous than Allah?
إذن فلنسعد في حياتنا.
So we should live in our lives.
ولا نشقى.
And we should not complain.
ولو لم يكن معنا شيء من أمور الدنيا.
Even if we don't have anything from the things in the dunya.
فالسعادة تأتي منها هنا.
Then happiness comes from here, from the chest.
أيوة. يكفي هذا.
زيد قليلا يا شيخ.
أيضا من الأمور المهمة.
And also from the things which are important.
أن يتفاعل الإنسان بالخير.
That the person he should try to do more good actions.
تفاعلوا بالخير تجدوه.
No, that if you تجدوه. No, that if you try to do good actions, you will find them.
ولذلك من الأشياء الجميلة التي ذكرها أهل التفسير.
And from the interesting or great things the scholars of tafsir they mentioned.
في سورة يوسف.
In the surah of Yusuf.
لما شكى يوسف عليه الصلاة والسلام طول مكثه في السجن.
That when Yusuf alayhi salam, when he complained about the period of time he spent in prison.
قال الله عنه فلبث في السجن بضع سنين.
So Allah said in the Quran that Yusuf alayhi salam, he spent a number of years in prison.
يعني من 3 إلى 9 سنوات.
Meaning between 3 and 9 years.
أوحى الله إليه.
So
إلى يوسف.
Allah he revealed to Yusuf.
يا يوسف إنك قلت السجن أحب إلي مما يدعونني إليه.
إنك قلت.
أيوة.
That you have said that the prison is better for me than that which they call me to, meaning the wife of the Aziz.
فسجناك.
So for this reason, because you said this, we put you in prison.
ولو قلت.
And if you had said
العافية أحب إلي مما يدعونني إليه لعافيناك.
That if you had said that being safe and secure is more beloved to me than that which they call to me, then we would have made you safe and secure.
الإنسان يتفاءل بالخير.
So a person he should hope for good.
ويقول دائما في أي ابتلاء الله سيفرج هذا الابتلاء.
That whenever any difficulty strikes him, he should say that Allah will save me from this difficulty.
ويبتعد عن الألفاظ السلبية.
And he should keep away from those negative statements.
والتي فيها تشاؤم.
Those statements which are pessimistic.
أيوة. لأن الله كريم.
Because Allah Ta'ala he is generous.
لا يعجزه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء.
That there is nothing on the heavens or the earth which he cannot do.
إذا أراد شيئا أن يقول له كن فيكون.
And whenever he wants something, all he has to say is be, and it is.
فلا بد أن تعرف عظم هذا الخالق سبحانه وتعالى.
So you must know the greatness of the Creator.
وأنه فعال لما يريد.
That this Creator, he does whatever he wishes.
وعلى ما يشاء قدير.
And he is able to do, he has power over everything.
فالجأ إليه سبحانه وتعالى.
So turn to Allah.
واعلم أن ما أصابك إلا بذنبك.
And you should know that any difficulty you face is only a result except of your sins.
وما أصابكم من مصيبة فبما كسبت أيديكم.
And he mentioned the ayah in the Quran that whatever difficulty afflicted you, then it is because of what your hands have earned.
ويعفو عن كثير.
And he forgives many people.
ولكن الله ابتلاك ليردك إليه.
And Allah Ta'ala he tested you and placed you in this tribulation such that you return to him.
ولذلك تجد في معظم الآيات التي في القرآن.
And for this reason you find in most of the ayahs in the Quran
أن الابتلاء
that trials
مرتبط بالرجوع إلى الله.
That they are related or connected to returning to Allah.
وبلوناهم بالحسنات والسيئات أي بالمصائب والخيرات.
That we tested them with good and bad.
لعلهم يرجعون.
That hopefully that they will return to Allah.
ولنذيقنهم من العذاب الأدنى أي في الدنيا دون العذاب الأكبر أي في الآخرة لعلهم يرجعون.
That we made them taste the lesser punishment, meaning in the dunya, rather than the greater punishment, hoping that they will return.
يعني المعنى لعلهم يرجعون عن غيهم وفسادهم وغفلتهم.
Meaning that hopefully they will leave the evil and their corruption.
وبعدهم عن الله
and their distance from Allah,
إلى الله.
and that they will return to Allah.
هكذا كما يفعل الأب الناصح المشفق على ابنه
Just like the loving father, he says to his son,
عندما يرى ابنه قد انحرف عن الطريق
and whenever he sees that his son, he has deviated from the correct path,
فإنه لا يتركه
and he doesn't just abandon his son.
بل يفعل كل ما يستطيع
However, he does everything he possibly can
من أجل إرجاعه إلى الصواب
to try to return him to the correct path
وإصلاح شأنه
and to correct him,
لأنه يحبه
because the father, he loves his son,
ولله المثل الأعلى.
and for Allah is a higher example and similitude,
إذا حب الله العبد
that whenever Allah, he loves his servant,
فإنه لا يتركه في غفلته
Allah will not leave his servant wander around heedlessly.
يرده إما بالمروة أو بالقوة. هذا واضح؟
المروة أو القوة.
يعني بالأسلوب السهل
نعم.
اليسير.
And Allah, he will return the slave to the correct path, either slowly and easily, or using something more severe.
ونسأل الله عز وجل أن يردنا جميعا إليه ردا جميلا.
And we ask Allah, he returns us all to the correct path to him,
وأن يسعد الحاضرين.
and to make us all happy,
وأن يصلح الله أبناءهم وبناتهم.
and to correct our children and our daughters,
وأن يحفظ أعراضهم.
and to protect their honor,
وأن يجعلهم من الصالحين في أنفسهم.
and to make them themselves righteous,
المصلحين لغيرهم.
and to make these parents those who correct others,
وأن يجعلنا جميعا وإياهم ممن يمثلون الإسلام خير تمثيل.
and he makes us and them those who practice Islam in the correct way.
وجزاكم الله خيرا.
And may Allah reward you all.